After cutting my younger biological sister out of my life for the past 10 years, am I wrong in saying that I will not be walking her down the aisle? My sisters Samantha Sam 28 female and Catherine Cott 30 for female fake names, and I have not talked for the past decade after I learned that they were covering my estranged biological mother's affair. They were bribed with things my mother and her then AP bought for them for their silence during the 3-year affair my mother had, and when my late dad found out, he effectively cut all of them out of his life, which I did as well. Sam and Ka tried to mend our relationships, but I refused to have anything with them. There was some drama in terms of inheritance last year, which was when we spoke, but other than that, I don't keep up to date with their lives. It came as a surprise to me when Sam reached out to tell me she was getting married to another woman, which I really didn't know she wasn't straight. We came across each other when Sam and Ka was at the restaurant my dad used to bring us. It was usually where he brought us for his birthday. Last Tuesday was his birthday, and my stepmom and I went for dinner there, which I guess Sam and Ka had the same idea, I suppose. I did my best to ignore them, but Sam saw me and sent a dessert I usually liked, which I rejected. She then came over our table and asked if we can talk. Ka didn't really acknowledge me as she has stopped seeing me as her brother, but she came over too and sat beside us. My stepmom Linda just kept quiet as Sam made small talk asking me about my well-being and all, but I told her to cut to the chase and tell me what does she want to talk to me about since she is interrupting at this moment. Ka wanted to say something, but Sam just got to her point and told me she was getting married and was hoping I would walk her down the aisle. I thought she was joking till she waited for me to respond, but it took me a moment to compose myself from laughing before saying no. I told her congratulations, but I don't see myself ever attending her wedding, much less walking her down. I told her she respects my decision to never reach out to me as what we agreed on last year, and she is not honoring her promise to do that at this moment. I guess Ka got heated and called me to stop being an asshole, and she knew Sam asking me was stupid because in my eyes she knows they are basically dead to me. I told her to mind her business and just go back to her table, which she refused till Sam told her to do the same. Ka spat out something about how she is happy she doesn't have an asshole dad and brother in her life anymore, and how her mother was right to cut me off finally. I replied in kind that she should leave. Ka honestly looking at her face alone reminds me why she was the first sister I cut off before I did with Sam. Sam asked me if I am sure that I want to keep the animosity between us siblings forever, which I shake my head and told her that I don't have animosity for people who are strangers to me. I told her I found it pathetic that they tried reaching out to me when I have told them there will never be reconciliation between us. That the moment they decided to betray Dad like that, they were dead to me. Something I feel like a broken record telling them why I want to have nothing to do with her. Sam just nodded and seemed like she wanted to cry but composed herself and stood up. She wished me well and told me she and her soon-to-be wife would be moving to the States once they are married, and she was hoping that we could mend our relationship, but if I don't even acknowledge her as a sister anymore, she will stop acknowledging me as her brother. This would be the last time she will see me again. I told her coldly whether she lives or dies, it's no longer my concern. Our paths were set when she decided to do what she did for money and the lifestyle she wanted. Sam told me she regretted it and wanted to apologize so many times, but both my dad and I refused to speak to her, and the fact when he disowned her as his daughter made her realize that what she did was wrong and that she will always regret what she did to us. I told her it's a little too late and told her to live her life and focus on her marriage rather than waste our times with the past. It's done, and I really don't want to have anything with her, Ka, or our mother for the rest of our lives. She said she understood and made her exit. Sam looked like she was about to burst into tears, which I didn't really care much for. It cost what needed to be said had to be said. Ka came back to tell me to go fuck myself, which I just chuckled and blew her a kiss to antagonize her even more. Linda kept quiet the whole time, but told me that this was enough and let's just finish dinner early and leave, but I told her I'm going to enjoy my tiramisu no matter what. On the ride home, Linda told me that my dad's hatred for my sisters made her sad and now she feels sad that I am being like him, but I told her while I appreciated her concern, what I feel for them both is my business and my business alone. Now coming to think of it, I felt maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I could have rejected her offer without hurting her through my words. I know what I said is true and off my chest, but am I an asshole really for the interactions I had with sister? Edit. I got bored reading most of your comments, so I will summarize the sum of you people's comments here. To the ones asking me to kill myself in the comments and chat. LOL, you wish. My life is way more valuable than yours will ever be. I accept that I am mostly an AH, but truth to be told, I don't give a damn at this point. Trying to argue with the idiots that think I should forgive my sisters is futile, as no amount of remorse they have will make me want anything to do with them. Therapy is for the weak. Imagine paying some stranger to give a rat's ass about your problems, lol. My late dad went to therapy after his divorce, and that therapist blamed him for my bio mom's affair. Also, I am not white, so my upbringing actually made me tougher, more than you time out. Grounded babies. Those who keep thinking this is fake, rage bait, and insult trolling. Whatever help you losers cope. My post history is misogynistic, and I don't have any problems getting laid, but keep thinking I can't, so that will help you sleep better. I don't respect women. I use them to warm my bed or just be arm candy for me to parade around before I find another younger one. Lately, as I am growing older, I do believe in Leonardo DiCaprio's dating preference. Any women above 26 is not my cup of tea. My mother and sister are 99% of women. Maybe there is a rare unicorn woman who is kind and not hypergamous blah blah, but those poor girls will fall for her shoals. It's a never-ending cycle. I choose to be the asshole cause I get to do whatever I want with no remorse. Lastly, to quote a great character from a book I enjoy, I can do whatever the F***ck I want and nobody can stop me. Bye-bye. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.